mentioned what has been the storyline for Justin Flo. Much could be the same set of Dontae Manning, the 5-star at cornerback. He's been injured. Christan Gonzalez, another name that comes in to the program with 18 starts under his belt at Colorado.
Yeah, the Ducks, this is probably the position I've got, I don't want to say the most concern for, but the least clarity. I think you talked about the front seven. I ran through 4 or 5 names I like on the defensive line. I ran through a bunch of names I like at the second level, but Oregon lost both its starting corners in Mikhail Wright and DJ James, Wright going pro. James transferred to Auburn. Dante Manning has not, I don't want to say he's underachieved because I don't think that's fair because he missed all of 2020 with a hamstring injury. And last year I thought was fairly productive when he played, but wasn't a starter. He was behind a couple of guys who had a little more experience. But I think for Oregon to reach its potential on defense, they need a star to step up at corner. And Manning, based on his pedigree, probably is the leading candidate in my mind to be that. But he's got to have a lot of competition. You mentioned Gonzalez coming over for Colorado. He was pretty productive over there. I think he received some all Pac-12 interest. I don't think he was not a first or second team, but he was an honorable mention pick. Triquez Bridges also started some games a year ago when James was out of the lineup. It's another name to know. And then there's a handful of highly regarded young guys who just haven't played yet. Avonte Dickerson played a little bit a year ago. He was a high-end 4-star recruit. And then they signed Jaleel Florence and Jaleel Tucker, who are both big-time recruits out of the same high school down in San Diego. I think Florence will be here for spring. Tucker will not. But it really will come down to finding the right combination. I think you feel really good about the talent you have, but it's really hard for me to sit here on the eve before spring ball and suggest I have really much an idea of who it's going to be. I could probably be convinced one of about 5 or 6 guys could be your starting opening day corners at this point.